Alright, here we are, NewMutator bringing you Game 3, the third week of the qualifying rounds. It is the Myth World Cup 2012, and we have here Name Changers versus Gimbal R Us in the corner here. Southwest position, they are the white team. Sam the Butcher captaining Inquisitor, 2 Smoking Guns, Prince Pawn, the Black Knight, and Grog Monster. So 6 players there. And in the northeast, it is now the blue team, this funky blue color. Substitute Shyster taking the reins, Captain Samantha, Mr. Rousey, and somebody who I believe is Zach Naffine, I think. Yes, and kind of an interesting word there. Not quite sure how to parse that. But yes, only 5 players for the Name Changers, 2 6-player Gimbal R Us team. Now, Gimbal R Us has been kind of struggling. I kind of want them to magically pull this one out, and that can always happen. That is always a possibility, but it's looking like it's less and less likely as the games go on. And this map, I believe I went over it last matchup between my team and the Sentinels. There's no water, there's no river or anything like that. We just have these pathways that offer some strategic high ground and things like that, and the crossroads in the center. Actually, there is water. There's a little bit of water, but it's very limited. As you can see, you can avoid it, so there's not a whole lot of point in taking undead units. Although, very unusual here, we have, let me see if I can show this to you. This is the first time we've seen a team actually utilize Bray Unor. And actually, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Bray Unor? I don't know. I've never actually had to say that out loud before. Let's see if, and actually, yeah, no, Gimbal R Us doesn't go for the Bray. And the Bray are a very interesting unit. I don't think they're utilized very often. They're kind of thought of as being weak overall. So no archers here for Name Changers, and maximum archers for Gimbal R Us. Instead of archers, Name Changers is going for the Bray, and which is a very unusual move here. And 3 Mortar Dwarves and 1 Warlock. And we have 2 Mortar Dwarves and, oh, I'm sorry, 3 Mortar Dwarves and 4 Mortar Dwarves and 3 Warlocks there. Yeah, every time I said a number, I saw another one. So we will see exactly how this works out. Now, the reason why I like this is because the Bray Unor are very nimble. They're very mobile, and they're quite fast. As we can see, they're just running around, and a lot faster than archers and any other type of ranged unit. And they're kind of a hybrid unit. They throw these bone things. They throw these bones at projectile bones, and then close in until they can engage with melee directly. So kind of a hybrid unit. And I don't think I've seen them utilized enough. I mean, their health is not very high, but they're really good at skirmishing. So I think they could be utilized very effectively under the right circumstances. So Name Changer is giving trying out something new and giving kind of a break here for Gimbal R Us. We'll see if Gimbal R Us is able to capitalize on it or not. So we see Name Changers is streaming down. I think they're going to be mostly pushing kind of just a blitzkrieg type of strategy here. Just streaming in and not stopping at all for anything. and Gimbal RS is going to be slowed down by all their artillery, slowed down by their heavy archer trade. So many bowmen here, and they have to. They're all going to be caught up in this in this little pathway here, and stuck behind each other and things like that. So Name Changer's in a really good position for this map. And it is Flag Rally, in case you were wondering. So once again, just tagging flags, tagging flags. So here we see the two forces meeting in the middle. Captain sending in that Myrmidon to kind of keep the Gimbal RS squad, to slow them down, clump them up, and actually hitting them with the mortar dwarf there, doing a lot of damage. He's going to avoid being killed there by Inquisitor's mortar dwarf, but is going to be forced to retreat, it seems. Ouch, and actually taking a good deal of damage there himself, but he may be able to take out this mortar dwarf. It doesn't really look like it though. So Gimbal RS is going to take the middle and save their mortar dwarf. So here we have the forces meeting also. 99-97%, so there we see the Bray. Moving in, so it looks like they're going to be rushing here and throwing those bones at that mortar dwarf, trying to finish it off. But wisely keeping the Bray out of the fray there, using them, going to be using them later on. And wow, able to snipe that with those two mauls. So pretty good work there on the I guess the east flank, but losing, wow, Sam losing that mortar dwarf in the end. Just so many archers raining down arrows. So let's kind of look and see what's going on in flags. Name changers obviously are up. It's tied at 89%. So the lone Myrmidon of Gimbal RS is taken out before it's able to get too much scouting information there. And August is going to flee before the incoming fireball there, shot by the Black Knight. And in this heavy warlock-laden western force here, and they are name changers are pushing onto this home flag actually, with Gimbal RS hot on their heels, Sam the Butcher and two smoking guns actually not really hot on their heels, kind of meandering around. So it looks like the Bray Unor are going to engage these mauls, and they don't do a whole lot of damage, but if there's a lot of them like this, they will be able to outrun the mauls, and I guess that's called kiting. So they are going to be able to kite these mauls pretty well. So we see these mauls just walking off the flag and giving name changers the victory imminent. So Substitute Shyster, I'm very curious to see what he does here, but it looks like he's running his Brayunor in to the mauls, and I'm not sure why he wants to do that, because he's just suiciding them. The Mauls will rip them apart. I guess he figured, you know, I did my part. I got the flag, and that's all that matters. And we see here the rush on flag 2 was successful, and they were able to push, even though Gimbal RS was right here on the flag. They name changers were able to just take the flag from right under their nose. So yeah, first 3 games are going to the name changers. Even though no, not a whole lot happened in this game. Prince Pawn doing actually really well. 10 kills, 0 losses, 60 damage, 75 damage for Inquisitor. Although he did have 13 losses there. And for the name changers, 124 damage by Substitute Scheißer. Again, you know, throwing away a lot of units as well. And Captain doing fairly well. 10 kills, 4 losses, 80 damage. So, you know, wasn't a fully fleshed out game, but it is a win for the name changers. We're going to go ahead and move into game number 4.